Owen Farrell's Lions captaincy and the shadow of nepotism in a pivotal tour match. Owen Farrell, son of British and Irish Lions head coach Andy Farrell, has been named captain for the midweek clash against the First Nations and Pasifika XV in Melbourne. On the surface, it's a routine decision, a senior player with 100-plus caps leading a non-test fixture. But scratch a little deeper, and the decision is fraught with optics, timing, and credibility issues that risk undermining both the spirit of the Lions and the credibility of team selection. Farrell, once a talisman for England, has had a turbulent few seasons. His form dipped sharply during his brief and underwhelming stint in France, where he failed to find rhythm or recover his sharpness after injury. Critics rightly ask, how does a player with mediocre recent form and no sustained impact at test level in the last year now find himself captaining the Lions, even in a midweek fixture? The answer, critics allege, lies not in performance, but in parentage. The claim is simple: Andy Farrell is giving his son another opportunity to put his hand up at the expense of other deserving players. One observer cynically noted that Farrell's captaincy against a non-test composite team allows the narrative of leadership, experience, and mental toughness to conveniently dominate post-match headlines, regardless of the opponent's quality. If Owen performs well, his supporters will say it vindicates the coach's faith. If he fails, the stakes are low enough to be forgotten by the weekend. Meanwhile, fans and pundits alike are expressing discomfort with the optics. A common sentiment on forums reads, "All chances are given to him." Another comment cuts deeper: "His season in France was simply mediocre. What I dislike is Daddy calling him after such a bad season." Even supporters who recognize Farrell's past brilliance are uneasy about the timing and motive of his reintroduction. There's also the matter of team chemistry. A significant Scottish core, Kinghorn, Graham, White, Cummings, may not be thrilled about being captained by someone who not only didn't earn his stripes on this tour but also represents a perceived English-centric hierarchy under a coach father. Whether anyone says it aloud or not, it introduces tension in a squad that needs unity, especially after an uninspired showing in the first test. From a tactical perspective, Farrell's deployment at 12 rather than 10 hints at a lack of trust in his current form as a primary playmaker. Finn Smith, arguably the in-form English fly-half, is given the 10 shirt, a subtle but telling move. Yet even this selection doesn't silence the critics. Many argue Smith should have featured in the first test squad over Marcus Smith or even Farrell. Others point to Ben White's standout performances and suggest this match is more about showcasing Scotland's emerging talent than resurrecting. Still, there are silver linings. This match does provide genuine selection headaches. Blair Kinghorn's return, Graham's electric form, and Schoeman's growing influence may prove crucial for the remaining tests. For those players, this game is a true trial, not a redemption arc based on past glories, but an audition for the biggest stage. Unfortunately, for Farrell, the narrative is harder to shake. Even if he plays well, the doubts remain: is he there because of what he brings now, or what he once was, or worse, who he's related to? In the end, the Lions' ethos is built on meritocracy, unity, and shared purpose. When selections, even midweek ones, feel colored by sentiment or legacy, the foundation begins to crack. Andy Farrell may be an outstanding coach, but in choosing Owen, he walks a dangerous line between loyalty and legitimacy. For the sake of the tour, let's hope it doesn't backfire.